Hi, welcome all. My name is Roberto Torres and this is Practical Solutions with ChatGPT. Today what we're going to see is a real world case in which we're going to apply ChatGPT. And let me tell you that a customer told me recently that he wanted to find a founding engineer. This guy has been working in the financial industry for so many years, and he has devised a new product, and he requires to have a founding engineer. So today what we're going to do is to create a job description of a founding engineer to post it in LinkedIn. We're not going to use the data or the information from my customer, so we're going to devise what we're going to do, but it's going to be in the same train of thought of what my customer require. To do this, let's begin with ChatGPT. Well, okay, first of all, we are right now with ChatGPT. We have here the prompt methodology that I spoke about in a previous video, in which we have the first four topics that we require as mandatory for any prompt that we use for ChatGPT, and the optional ones that we may have. Here we have LinkedIn. Here is my account, so we're going to pretend that we're going to use LinkedIn to post it. Okay, so first of all, we require to find out a founding engineer. Okay, so I added already this information: founding engineer, job title, company, the one that I'm right now. Let's say workplace type, remote. Let's say that it is remote. And employee location, let's say that we are looking here to have it in Canada. Okay, and job type, full-time. Okay, so start job post. Okay, first of all, we have a description, and we have a maximum of 10,000 characters. So what we're going to do is, here we have three different models. The legacy, which is the free one, the default, which is the one that ChatGPT released, I think it was in December, and the one that is ChatGPT 4, that is for subscriber, for it is ChatGPT Plus. It is for the people who we pay. So the first thing that we must have, it is the expert. Okay, so if we are thinking about posting a job description LinkedIn, so I think that what we require, it is an HR director that it is an expert hiring this kind of talent, and maybe what we do is to put on that this guy or this HR director has worked for a startup. So let's begin. I will add, I want you to act as an HR director expert in hiring talent from in startups. Okay, in a financial startup. Okay, well, first of all, we require to put on the expert. So in this case, I have added. The second, and let me tell you something. Since we're going to find a founding engineer, also the expert has to be well known to hire this kind of people. So I want you to act as an HR director expert in hiring talent in a financial startup. Okay, in hiring engineering talent in a financial startup. Okay. The second one, it is the context. Okay, so let's begin by telling ChatGPT if I was going to be a founder or if I'm supposed to be a founder. So I will say I am the founder of a startup, of a financial startup that it's going to create and sell a, let's say a credit card that it is aimed at construction companies. Okay, let's put on like a specific niche. Okay, what I could do also is, even though I've been a CTO for many years, what I'm going to say in this example is that if I'm not a person which is a non-tech savvy person, so I will put I have no knowledge regarding developing applications. I have plenty of experience in financial institutions. So with this, what we're doing is adding this context so ChatGPT could use it so we could begin. Also, in the context, I am looking for a founding engineer who is going to build from scratch the financial product that we are going to sell. This person requires to be an expert, okay, creating this this kind of products using web and mobile apps. So in this case, we are mentioning ChatGPT to have this context. And later on, what we're going to say is we require to have a job description for this founding engineer position, and it's going to be posted at LinkedIn. Right. So we have this context that we're going to use. Okay, and we're going to add a target audience, which is the third point of the methodology. So in this case, we're going to add the target audience is going to be an engineer who could be a millennial or centennial, a person with demonstrated success of building this kind of financial products. I'm going to add fintech. A person who is constantly learning about new technologies, and one who loves to learn new stuff even though it is not related to engineering stuff. So with this we could say that this is the target audience that we're going to aim. Okay. And finally, we're going to use the tone. The tone that the job description is going to have is one that is going to be appealing to the candidates, is going to be, how can I say, which is not serious. It to be neither formal. What we should do is to be joyful and adventurous. Okay, so people will. Okay, so with this, what we have done are that we have set up the expert, the context, the target audience, and the tone. So let's hit enter. And right now, what ChatGPT is doing, based on the prompt that we have created and we have given to ChatGPT, is creating this job description. It's mentioning a job title, something related to us, about us, what's going to do the front-end engineer, and it has like something that in this scenario in which I'm supposed to be a person who is not a non-tech, doesn't know about tech, is provided with this kind of information. So let's say rather than going deep with each line, what we're going to do is maybe go for certain topics or certain things that will allow us to fully understand what is going on. So one thing that I must point out is, okay, it has worked that we're a cutting-edge fintech startup on a mission to empower construction companies with a tailor-made credit card solution. So it has worked with the contact that I previously gave it. Also, what you will do is all this, but if you see it is something that I like is stay ahead of the curve by continuously learning and applying the latest technologies and best practices in web and mobile app development. Something really good. Also, it has asked that this person has at least 5 or more years of experience in engineering roles, and which I'm not supposed to know. It says that the front-end engineer has to have an expertise in full stack development with programming languages such as JavaScript, Python, Java, or Ruby. Okay, so I really like this. I think it's a good job description, but it lacks something else. So we go to the prompt methodology, and with the optional stuff, let's say, do we require style? No, we don't. How about an analogy? Also, we don't. but emotions is something that we require for this job description. So what I like to do is either we could have three different choices here. We could either have this, click here over here, modify this and say save and submit, but the problem is that we have a limit, so I don't like it. The second one is we click here on regenerate response and it will provide a new answer. Or the third one, which is the one that I like, is that I will copy this, and at the end what I'm going to add is the emotions. Okay, so I will say the job description will evoke these emotions. It could be deep excitement about it. It could be I'm thinking maybe it could be passion, and we could say curiosity. Okay, so with this I click enter, and what we're going to see is that is going to build this. Now if you could see the difference between this title and the one that is building, let me copy it here so you can see it, and we'll put on like this, and I will go way below. Okay, here, job title, founding engineer, trailblazing fintech startup mobile and web applications, which what I did was to add this trailblazing over here. So I think it is working. Now, as you can see, it has added this one over here, this sentence. If I go up here, there is a sentence that it is asking for someone to be innovative, dynamic, and passionate engineer. And what I did over here was to say, hey, are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? So I think it's something that it is really good. Now, if we go over here, it has given us a lot of stuff. It has added some more words and phrases. And one thing that you must know about ChatGPT, I infer that you do, it is that it could either delete words or phrases, it could add new ones or modify the previous one and have new ones. So I think it is okay. So let's start adding some more stuff. What I'm seeing here, it is a job description. It is a okay job description, but it lacks emojis, which I think that for a founding engineer, which has been, which is, excuse me, a millennial or maybe a centennial, is used to read and see a lot of emojis. So what I'm going to do is copy over here, and I will say add emojis. The amount of them has to be the proper amount. No, do not abuse in the number of emojis, nor have few emojis as well. When we click OK, what it's going to do is going to increase the number of emojis. So I think it's something appealing. What I'm reading over here is, well, it has the rocket, it has the smiley face, and maybe what it's going to create is, rather than having a bullet points, which we have it over here, rather than having those points, it has emojis. So I think it's innovative. I really like it. Okay, we're going to wait until it ends, so we could go to the prompt methodology and see what else to be add or maybe use. Okay. I like. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so we have added emotions, things to avoid. I think in this case we will have it a format. If ChatGPT wouldn't give me a job description with format and I meant bullet points, I would have asked ChatGPT to do it. But since it gave us, excuse me, I think it's okay. And length, we have a maximum of 10,000 characters to post in LinkedIn, and I think that all this doesn't get to the 10,000 characters, so it's okay. Length, examples, sources, and counter arguments. So I think we have right now a good job description. What we must do before we copy this and put on as the correct job description is to read it. Maybe we don't know, in this scenario, we don't know about tech, no, about engineering, but we must read it so it will make sense to us. So what we could do is, okay, we're going to copy it. Okay, and let's say that we're going to copy this up to here. Okay, and we'll put it on over here, and we're going to delete it, and we add it. And all these characters are 2,700, so we have no problem regarding this. It has given us certain amount of styles that we could use. So let's say, for example, that I have read it, I have done several modifications to the text, and I think it's okay. So what I could do is maybe give some format to the job description, and in this case, it will allow us is to have something that is going to be more readable about this. So okay, great. So maybe what I could do is add it, have a bold over here, and okay, and it seems okay. Okay, we have everything great. So it could work, no? Okay, one thing that I think we could use, and it lacks, it is that here we have a number of styles. Since we're going to post this in LinkedIn, we cannot add maybe a style that says I require a person who has strong resilience and a high emotional intelligence. Okay, so what we could do is to find out maybe if we require as a emotional intelligence, we could add that here. But we're going to ask ChatGPT for to give us maybe 5 or 10 different styles. So for example, I'm going to tell ChatGPT, please give me 3 styles that will match the job description. Okay, so in this case, ChatGPT is giving us these skills. The problem with that, it is that they are too broad, and I cannot add this, proficiency in full stack development, strong command and programming languages up to here. I cannot copy this and add it over here. So what we require to do is maybe grab these skills to be shorter. So what we can do is maybe with the same train of thought, I will copy, paste it. Please give me 3 skills that will match the job description. These skills has to be summarized. And with this, it works for us. If you could see, full stack expertise is the same that we have over here. Full stack development. Okay, so it works. So we might add, okay, fintech security knowledge. Okay, so what we require is to find fintech, which we have. Maybe we could add, which is over here. We could add security. Maybe it's going to be cybersecurity. So cybersecurity. Okay, over here we have it already. And maybe the last one is going to be adaptability and learning. So we cannot add unquenchable curiosity, but what we could do is maybe add adaptability. It is easily adaptable, and maybe what we could add is startups, and we can see there is startups and early stage startups. So what we're going to have is over here. So in this case, what it seems is going to be that this job description goes well. So my suggestion, it is always everything that ChatGPT provides you, please read it, analyze it, and if it's okay with you, go forward with it. If it doesn't, make the proper corrections so you could have the stuff that you're looking for. Remember, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we're going to explore more real world cases for the next videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye.